Guys. I'm gonna wait for some viewers to come in. I don't know how many viewers I have used you guys on the channel way too much. We'll see if anyone even shows up. We have one person. I'm not sure if I can. Can I see the live chat while I'm streaming? I have no clue. I have no clue if I can see a live chat at all. That would suck if I can't even see a live chat. If someone's viewing this, I know two people are viewing this. If you can hit the send a message. Oh, is it this? Oh, yo, JB. Okay, guys. I'm gonna let some more people come in. If you're watching this post live stream, I guess just skip this. Yo, Aaron, how's it going, man? This is my first. I think this is my first YouTube live stream. I didn't realize you could just do it off the phone, so that's a lot better for me. Anyway, yo, guys, I'm alive. I know I don't post on my YouTube much. I should post more. Um, give it another. And we'll give it another little bit of seconds. We've got to also keeping this on just in case. Yo, yeah, just finished a big ride around Scotland. If you're following my Instagram or Strava, you would have seen. It's a pretty big loop. I kind of did it a bit last minute as well, which was pretty entertaining. Anyway, give it 20 more seconds and I'll start giving you guys a breakdown. So yeah, here's the bike. I'll give you guys a little. I'm gonna unpack it for you guys so you can see what I took with me and how I had it packed. I've chucked some. I've kind of repacked some stuff that I'd taken out. I just put it back in there. So yeah, you have to go to bed. All right. Well, good night. Anyway, is selfie cam the best? Can I flip this while I'm streaming? Because yeah, I can. Okay. All right, guys. See ya. This is my face gone. Oh, this is my face. Check out the moustache, guys. You guys digging the moustache? I'm digging the moustache. Anyway, let's get a thumbs up for the moustache, guys. Come on, guys. Thumbs up for the moustache. Anyway, I'm gonna flip it, and then show you what I had on my bike. Any second now. I'm such a boomer, man. All right, here we go. All right, guys. So the bike I took with me on my loop around Scotland. It's a Trek Checkpoint ALR5. I know a lot of you probably think, Joe, you always ride fixed gear. You're right, but I put the gears on the day before I left, so I still pretty much ride fixed gear a lot. Scotland is incredibly hilly. I think we did 20,000 meters of climbing over 8 days, so exceptionally hilly. But let's just start with what I had on the front. I had my sleeping stuff on the front. It's just a compression sack, which I had strapped on with 2 straps. It's nothing official. It's nothing official at all. Let me just get that one first strap off, and then where the heck is the other strap buckle? Oh, there it is, around the other side. Yeah, there we go. That was my sleeping stuff, just strapped on with 2 straps. And oh, let me just say, I rode with 1 pair of bib shorts, 1 cycling jersey, shoes, helmet, obviously, some thermal socks there because it was meant to be cold. These need to be washed probably like 500 times. That maybe 400 times, but this definitely 500 times. Let me just show you. Oh, my toes are in the shot there. Disgusting. Let me just show you what I took in terms of sleeping. I went pretty lightweight. Me and my mate Jack, we slept outdoors for 6 nights in a row, which for some people might sound like a long time. And it was a pretty long time actually to spend outdoors, sleeping rough in wild camping spots, wherever we saw fit by the end of the day of long and hard riding. Oh my god, guys! I just want to show you my bivy sack. That's what she said. So let's just get this a bit looser. This is So when we were sleeping in Scotland, the laws are pretty relaxed for where you can sleep. So you can basically sleep wherever you want in the countryside. No one's going to bother you really. This isn't even a dry bag. It's just a compression bag to keep stuff a little bit more compressed. Oh my god, this is like gonna be like an hour of me unpacking a sleeping bag. Let me just get my foot in the shot again. Don't look too closely. Right, so inside. Oh my, guys, you really watching a live stream of someone unpacking a sleeping bag? What are you guys doing with your lives? Oh. All right, so that's why I slept in for 6 nights. It's just a waterproof bivy bag from Alpkit. It's pretty small, but keeps you dry. It doesn't really keep you warm, but that's what the sleeping bag is for. Inside there, I kept that all ready to go, ready to unpack. Keeps it dry because it's in the bivy bag, and yeah, that's why I slept in for 6 nights in a row in bushes and next to walls and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, no sleeping pad, no mattress, none of that. Kept it pretty simple. It wasn't gonna be too cold. No, I'm not doing a ride. I did a ride. This is what I took with me. I'm just showing you guys kind of post-ride breakdown. If you go on my Instagram, you'll see what I did. What did I take with me in this little thing? I took some cash. Well, I got some cash out. It's Scottish money as well. It's different to different to English money. Sorry. Looks pretty cool if you're from England and you go up there and you forget the money is slightly different. Took some cash because you never know if somewhere that isn't going to accept a card. Multi-tool, obviously, keep it in this bag because you're probably going to need multi-tool quite often. So keep that easy to access. This dice is just something cool I found a while ago on the street. It's like a metal dice. Didn't use it on the tour. So that's interesting. What else have we got? Oh, it's a receipt for something that I wanted to keep. Useless. Something to make me smell good, just some essential oils, which I didn't actually utilize, so sorry for everyone that was around me. And in there I've just got more cash at the moment, but I was using this for like putting sweets in and you know, sunglasses and all that sort of stuff. Anything that I wanted to kind of more easily access when I wanted to. Alright, and then we've got this cool frame bag. Inside here is some stuff that would usually have been in here as well, but I've just chucked it back in. Got a pump, obviously, because you never know when you're going to get a flat tire. Card for paying for stuff. Make sure that doesn't go through the floorboards. I had these zip tie locks, just in case they just kind of like zip tie around stuff. Just in case had the backs turned to the bikes for a few moments or wanted a little bit more kind of security or whatever. Got some ketchup sachets, which might as well have taken from somewhere. Then we got obviously the essentials. These were all in these. Oh, more ketchup coming out. Oh, more cables. These were all in these sandwich bags. All my electronics. So I've got wall charger. And get a ketchup out shot. Got my wall charger, a battery pack, another battery pack, and I have probably in here somewhere another battery pack. I took 3 battery packs with me. Cable to charge my front light, cable to charge battery pack, cable to charge battery pack. We actually kind of conserved power a lot on this trip because we stayed outdoors for 6 nights. So yeah, we didn't actually really use the charging. Sunglasses when it was sunny. I don't really ride with sunglasses often though. Spare sandwich bags in case it like really poured down up in the Highlands of Scotland and my first sandwich bag got too wet to keep stuff dry. Some more ketchup. Might use this tonight. And a GoPro, which you guys probably think, wow, Joe filmed some footage on the trip, and I did, and that'll be up in a few years' time, I guess. So that's in the top compartment. In the top compartment is where I'd put like packs of biscuits, packs of nuts, occasionally a bowl of water, a spare. Um, so that's what I put in there. This frame bag has got tons of space. It wasn't particularly designed for this frame, so I could actually get one made even bigger, which would have even more room. Down here, in this is like my last resort kind of pocket where I would never I'd hope to never have to open. And it's a little bit extra space. Took a midge net, which is like a little bug they have in Scotland. It's like a really small biting flying insect. Didn't really get bothered by them too much. In the morning, up on the north coast, they really did. They were out in quite a large number, but nothing too bad. So I never actually used this. But it's just basically a little kind of net that you put over your head to keep them from biting your face. Actually got me moving pretty early on one of the mornings. So yeah. And then toothbrush. I'm not even sure if I used my toothbrush. Yeah, just other tooth stuff. Probably was a waste of weight, to be honest. Then we got a zip tie. You never know, guys. You never know. Zip ties come in handy. And then obviously the stuff you never want to be having to get out. 2 inner tubes, kept in plastic to keep them from getting dirt and stuff on them because you want them going in clean. That's what she said. And also some spare links in case my chain breaks and I have to take some links out. A puncture repair kit, a little self-healing puncture repair kit. So that was not used on the trip, thankfully. Anything else in here worth mentioning? Adjustable spanner. Most people won't need this, but with these dropouts, the way it's set up on this bike, you kind of need them to adjust all this sort of stuff. If that came loose, or if I needed to change the wheel for whatever reason. Took a lighter with me just because I don't smoke or anything, but just in case we were in like a really freezing cold situation and needed to start a fire or something. That's really unlikely, but it just felt nice taking that. Tire lever for getting tires off. Obviously, these are just basic tools. That is not a pencil eraser. That's a part of a bleed kit for hydraulic things, which I didn't actually need to have in there. A thermal emergency blanket. Again, just more kind of cold weather safety equipment, which wasn't used, wasn't needed, but it's nice to have it with you just in case, just to give you that little bit more kind of feel good. You know, you feel like you're not gonna fucking die. Oh, piece of wrapper from some sweets, carrying around that for no reason. And yeah, oh, another bleed block, completely not worth it. But yeah, that was my bottom pocket, which didn't really get utilized that much. Water bottle on these nice mounts, or on the down tube. Kind of means you can't really use them when riding. You kind of can, but you get loads of dirt and stuff in here. I don't really drink water while I'm riding, so when I stop I just unscrew and drink it. The frame is a Trek. Oh, frame is a Trek Checkpoint ALR5. Yeah, it's a very nice frame. Right, so that's that. That's the front done. Let's show what I took in the back. I got this saddle bag from where did I get it from? Planet X. Not really the best. Probably not really the best in the world, but I just bought it last minute. So yeah, this wasn't usually on the back like this, but it is now. It is a very, very nice, very, very comfortable and lovely winter cycling cap from DHB. And it covers the ears. It's a bit dirty, sorry about that. It covers the ears, and it has this kind of, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but like a fleece inner. So I'd usually put this on towards the end of the day when we were riding at night, and sleep in it as well, because it just kept my head warm. It was very comfortable. Used this in Oslo a lot when I was doing deliveries, and it was below freezing. A lot better than wearing a normal cycling hat. But anyway, there's still oil on the back here. This was just the way I had it set up was sleeping stuff on the front, tools and food and all that stuff in the middle, and then on the back was just clothes. So in here, the different layers of clothes that I had this, which is pretty, it's not very ultra lightweight stuff, but it's just a dad fleece, you know, like something to keep you warm when you stop riding, or even when you are riding and it's pretty cold. So I took a dad fleece, not like super cyclist. I'm a super cyclist. I'm got all these kind of high-tech jackets. Nah, just a fleece, mate. That was actually very nice. Slept in that, and yeah, same with the hat. Slept in it sometimes. Actually, every night. Kind of thermal tights. Not anything cyclist specific again, but put those on a few nights, especially when I saw ticks. So I put them on just to give me a little more defense against the ticks, which are these little insects that latch onto you and drink your blood. This is something I didn't use much. Just a rain jacket. You thought you'd be needing a rain jacket quite a lot in the Highlands of Scotland, but I didn't actually. I think I used it for one day. I got this last minute as well, just because, you know, whatever. It's just from Sports Direct. It's nothing cyclist specific again. But I used that for one day, or for a few hours on one day when it was a bit of light rain. Got really lucky with the weather. In here, took winter gloves with me. So same with the hat. I didn't bother with any sort of summer stuff. I just took, you know, if I'm gonna need gloves, I wanted the warmest, waterproofest gloves I could get, and they actually kept my hands very nice and warm. What else have we got in here? I think, yeah, thermal base layer for when it got colder at night and in the mornings. I mean, it's pretty simple stuff. That worked fine. And I think that was pretty much it for clothes. The other stuff I've got in here is a pair of socks that I wore for like 4 days straight, or maybe 5 days. These need 700 washes. And then I got some thermal socks. These are thermal socks I didn't even wear. I wore these thermal socks, and I had these spare because I thought, if I'm going to be getting soaked, I want to be able to have some dry socks to put on, which will be dry for at least a few minutes. But I never even used them. So that was incredible, and that's all I had in there. So that's literally all I took. Like some one pair of clothes essentially, with different thermal layers for if it was going to get cold and wet, and then the minimum amount of tools. What else can I say, really? I mean, it was a pretty lucky ride in terms of weather and stuff like that. I guess I'll give you a little rundown of the bike, how the bike was set up. I was using an exposure front light, which has a very worn out mount. Use this around Australia. I use this all the time. It's battery lasts for ages, and it's been a little bit weird now, where like sometimes it locks onto a certain intensity, and like if you just hit it a few times, it changes. But whatever. I had a mirror with me because I want to be able to see myself while I'm riding. No, it's actually because seeing the cars coming up behind, and especially at night and even during the day on the country roads, actually takes a lot of stress away from your riding, and it also prevents you having to turn your neck like all the time to just keep on top of what's behind. So it's really good for managing cars coming up behind and stuff like that. I would highly recommend a mirror if you're doing any sort of country riding or long distance riding. If you're riding around the city, probably useless, to be honest. There's too much going on in the back. What else can I say? I ride with my saddle slammed quite far forwards. Time trial bars on MTB bars. I know it's a bit of a weird setup, but it kind of works. Got these ergo grips. It's the same setup I use for Australia. I find it comfortable for the long distance stuff. Maybe it's not the fastest setup, but whatever. Being able to ride on the aero bars isn't even necessarily about speed or being aerodynamic. It's like it can take, when you have your elbows on here, it takes all the weight off your hands because your hands can just rest up here. So it helps your hands stay fresh for lots and lots of miles. I put on this reflective tape the day before I left, just because it's good to know that the cars probably can see you from behind, especially at night and in the low light. The gears I went for a mountain bike cassette. It goes from 11 to 46, which is pretty damn big, especially compared to the gears I'm used to riding on a fixed gear. And I have a 34 chainring on the front, 1 by drive chain. This has held on for those that know, those that know my journey of the recent months. The bolts are pretty much completely threaded. Chainring is pretty much the cranks are pretty much toast, and it is held on by a good coating of Gorilla Glue super glue, which actually survived the trip, but it got worse during the trip. But I didn't really want to think about it too much. So yeah, SBD mountain bike pedals, just because it's easy to walk around with once you get off the bike. I mean, what else? What else do you want to know, guys? What else do you want to know about this setup? I was running Tubeless Tires. Some what are they? Maxxis Refuse, I think. Yeah, Maxxis Refuse in 32, but they're on a 29er mountain bike. 29er mountain bike rims, so they're slightly wider, so they come out as like 37mm wide. Didn't have any issues apart from in literally the last like kilometer to when I finished. Back tire started going down. There you go. It actually went completely flat. I've just pumped it up recently, so should probably try and put some more sealant in there. Hopefully it will seal again. Yeah, I only use 1 water bottle. I just don't really drink much water when I'm riding. I just prefer to just slam a bunch of water when I'm stopped. And you can always put a water bottle in your back pocket of the cycling jersey. What else can I say really? The chain was brand new before I left, so it has chains usually come with like a thin layer of wax or lube, so I didn't have to do anything with the chain. If you could try carrying a little bottle of lube with you. I've heard some people use like the the really small soy sauce containers. If you use one of those, then you can put some oil in there and take that with you on one of these trips, so you don't have to take a full bottle. What else do you guys want to know? I mean, I didn't take much. It was a uh pretty intense kind of racy trip. It wasn't really a tour of such. It was more of a race. Maybe I'll just give you guys a little. Oh, also the day before. Oh no, the morning before I left, I set up the back brake hydraulics, and some of the cables are a bit long. I used a zip tie to kind of tidy up all the cabling from the front around the stem. Very flashy, very high tech, very cool. And if I flip, nah, can I be bothered to do it? If I just go the other way around to the bike, I can show you how I set up the cabling for the rear. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Right. Hold on a second. Oh god, what's going on? So this bike has internal cabling. So the cables go into the frame and then come out the frame. But because I was in a rush, I didn't do internal cabling. I just have the brake hose zip tied to the down tube. Yeah, very flashy, like I said. So I've just got a couple of zip ties holding the brake hose on. Very cool, like I said, very aero, very flashy. You're not going to see this. You're not going to see many people riding like this. And the back brake, I got a bit of brake fluid on the pads as well because I was doing it in a rush. Yeah, let me. So this was the bike setup. So maybe I'll just do a little, find some questions. Also, I've got reflective tape on my cranks and reflective tape on my forks because it's it's good to be seen. That's all I'm gonna say. Anyway, and I'm running mountain bike brakes and shifters because I'm riding a flat bar and that's just my style at the moment. Anyway, I'm just not really a drops kind of person. Anyway, the saddle is a Celitalia SLR, which I have used for maybe like 30,000 kilometers, maybe even 40,000 kilometers, and it's still going strong. Maybe my butt could do better with other saddles, but maybe not. Um, let me flip the camera and I'll talk to you guys about whatever. And sorry about doing this so late as well. Let's get on the live chat and see what you guys are saying. Oh, oh, right. Let me just read some stuff real quick. Yeah, I used a rack and panniers a few years ago when I did the US West Coast, and it just I don't like having so much weight at the back of the back of the bike. It just makes the handling of the bike feel really, I don't know, just because the handlebars at the front, that's where your hands are, that's where your grip is. So if you have the weight like way back, it makes you feel makes the bike feel a bit out of control, which I don't like. Also, also when you're going up hills, steep hills, and if you have a lot of weight at the back of the bike up a steep hill, you're gonna feel like you're gonna be popping wheelies on that thing, and that's definitely not something I want to be feeling for sure. Um, see what else you guys have said. Were we camping the whole trip? No, we I stayed with a friend in Aberdeen for the first night. But after that, me and my mate, we spent 6 nights in a row camping outdoors. We slept in like a, a verge at the side of the road. We slept behind a farm wall at the side of the road. We slept next to the toilets at the most southern point of mainland Scotland. We slept. We slept. I don't know where else we slept. It's all kind of a big blur. We slept just off like a main road down like down towards the lock in like just a random patch of grass. I mean that's the beauty of having the bivy sack. You can just kind of throw it down wherever. It doesn't need to be flat. It doesn't need to be anything like that. You can just roll it out and you're ready to go. Um, why did I choose that frame? Sorry, lamp. I assume you mean the front light is a exposure race, which gets nice and bright if you really need it to be, and it lasts for about 30 hours on the minimum mode, which is a lot of nights of riding, depending on how deep into the night you go. For me, for on this trip, it lasted completely fine. Towards the end, needed to charge it a little bit. Why did I choose this frame? I chose this frame because I wanted to ride fixed gear and single speed with big tire clearance. And this frame has dropouts which slide forwards and backwards if you want. And it has clearance for 700 by 50 millimeter tires. So it's the perfect bike, and it has disc brakes as well because I wanted the bike for riding around Oslo in the winter, and also doing road stuff as well. Um, what do I do for a living? YouTube, dude. No, I do bicycle deliveries delivering stuff on my bike. It's pretty good. It's pretty fun, and you can take as much time off as you want. That's the good part about it. Um, no, I didn't end up getting chippy sauce in Edinburgh. Ended up just going to Weatherspoons and ordering pretty much everything off the vegan menu. um, uh, Top tips for eating. I don't know, man. I don't know if there's the best thing to eat or um the worst things to eat. I think when you're doing really long distance, what food is less of like a sports science thing, and it's more of like a motivational thing and a morale thing. So yeah, I wouldn't be worrying too much about if you're eating the right stuff or anything like that. You just gotta eat whatever you feel like eating. That's gonna give you a lot of energy and keep your spirits high. That's how I think about it anyway. I was eating a lot of I was taking the opportunity to eat a lot of junk food. And it very tasty. A lot of biscuits, a lot of sweets, a lot of bread. And then when we could, we'd get some warm food. So what else you guys are saying? Sick effort. Cheers. Thank you, man. Why do I do this? It's just fun. It's fun. It's fun. It's good to push yourself. I'm quite adventurous. I like to challenge myself, so that's why I do it. It's like you kind of build up these adventures on top of each other, and I don't know, it's entertaining for you guys as well when I eventually upload. Was it worth getting the gears for Scotland? Yes, yes, it was. We actually went up the UK's biggest road climb as well. So without the gears, that would have been incredibly hard. Plus going down would have been incredibly hard on the fixed gear. Scotland is extremely hilly. We averaged about 250 kilometers a day with 2,600 meters of climbing a day. So, yeah, very, very hilly. That's almost, I think that's like 9,000 foot of climbing in a day, which is big, 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 big. Um, definitely recommend gears if you're going to Scotland. The brakes are the calipers are Shimano 105 road calipers. They work with the mountain bike calipers just fine. How much was my bike? I got it on eBay. I got the frame, forks, through axles, headset, bottom bracket for like 100, like £200 delivered. I got super lucky for finding it. And then obviously the rest of the stuff cost more. I don't know. I don't know. I just bought the parts I needed. Um, yeah. Yeah, that's sweet, dude. If you enjoy riding your bike and the money's good enough for you, that's awesome, dude. I'm glad you've had having a good experience with that e-bike. Sometimes I've even considered an e-bike, but it's not really my thing. It's not really my personality. There's no way I'm doing. There's no way I'm going to Scotland on a fixed gear. No way. um, my plans for winter are to go back to Norway. Hopefully before any sort of COVID travel ban stuff. I really want to get back to Norway. I'd really enjoyed it there, and doing deliveries there was awesome. And I would love to get back there and do some snowy, icy adventures. That would be awesome. Um, um, Hey Coralie. Coralie is my friend who we stayed with in Aberdeen. She's awesome. And yeah, me and Jack, we had some ups and downs on the trip, which is to be expected when you spend a week straight with someone, and also when you're under such I guess stress from trying to get places and trying to ride fast and trying to go far. And also so physically tired and stuff like that. So there was one moment where Jack was staying in bed longer than I wanted to, and I wanted to like start riding, so I left him. I rode slowly, and he eventually caught up like 2 hours later. And then there was there was another moment where he he kind of I kind of I said I wanted to stop for chips because I thought the chip shop was open. Then we stopped, and then they said it was closed. So I started riding again, and then he saw another chip shop, and he was like, he just stopped, and I was like, nah, dude, I want to keep going. It was freezing, so I kept riding on again. There was a bit of tension there. That was when we were doing a 200-mile day, and a 300-kilometer day. And we're trying to get to Scotland's most southern point. I just wanted to get there, and I don't know. I'm, he's more of a. He seems to like his comfort foods and stuff, and sometimes I just want to get going. So yeah, there was some tensions for sure, but it's all part of the ride. Um, we started riding because of my West Coast tour videos. That's awesome, man. Hopefully, hopefully you're enjoying riding your bike. And I have filmed some Norway delivery videos. I just haven't got around to uploading them or editing them. And I actually broke my laptop screen, so at the moment I can't really edit them anyway. I think we have to buy a new laptop, which is annoying as hell. For your loop on Instagram, yeah, that's cool that you're following on Instagram. I was trying to keep the stories pumping, but I didn't really make any posts or anything. Um, I was using Komoot for the mapping, but in Scotland, there's actually not many roads, especially when you go up north. So there's not really much choice in where you can actually ride, unless you unless you want to ride gravel or whatever. But there's pretty much only a few roads you can take, and at some points that's kind of annoying because they're quite big main roads. Um, yeah, you'll see a video eventually. I filmed some stuff, so I want a divorce. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Oslo went back. I feel like I should go back tomorrow, but I need to figure out places to stay and quarantine and stuff like that. I think I have to do a 10-day quarantine going to Norway from the UK. So yeah, um, but I really want to get back to Oslo. Being in London right now isn't very inspiring or motivating for me, to be honest. Let me just crack this light on so you guys can see me looking like a maniac. This I'm using my bike light as a light here, so I can have a look at what you guys are saying. A ThinkPad. I'll look into that. I don't know what that is, but I'll have a look into that. Worst and worst experience. That's the thing. Best and worst experience. The trip is just one big experience. It's kind of hard to break it down into individual things, at least for me. So I don't know. I don't think I've processed it enough to figure out what the best and worst parts were. How long have I been vegan now? Almost almost 13 years. So I'm on the edge of death, probably. I'm on the near edge of death. Yeah, I'll look into this ThinkPad thing. Fave place in Australia. Again, it's like, how do you even choose one thing or one moment from such a trip? I really enjoyed Western Australia. Going through the Kimberley region up in the north of Western Australia. That's really nice. Also, around the north of Queensland is really nice as well. What's going on with the focus? It's all jungly and cool. Yeah, check out the mustache, guys. It really grew on me during this trip. It went through some experiences. Um, the midges, fast enough to avoid the midges. We got lucky with the midges. We only had one morning when the midges were bad, and I had a midge net just in case they were going to be super bad, but it was fine. Got a few bites, but not really that big of a deal for me. I didn't find them too bad. I don't get too bad of a reaction from them. How old am I? Ooh, how old do you think I am? I'm almost to a big milestone of age. Let's just say that. Um, Any tips to ride in the West Coast of America? West Coast of America is pretty. It was a pretty simple ride. Like you really just ride one road the whole way. It's either Highway One or Highway 101 later down the south. Well, kind of have to avoid it when it turns into a massive freeway. But there's, I think I remember there being always like a nice shoulder the whole way, so it's actually not too dodgy. Um, Bush Dash. Yeah, hippie Swift, man. Good luck in the rain, dude. We got super lucky with having basically no rain at all the whole trip. So, and then getting back to London, it like rains the first day and the second day I'm back, which is pretty weird. Do you think I might? I don't know. And yeah, you got Kirk. You got it right. Yes, you got it right. Um, do I think I'll work in London again? I might. I might do a few days. It depends how long I get. It depends how long it takes me to get my ass in gear for going back to Norway. But yeah. Guys, if you don't follow me on Strava, you should go follow me on Strava. That's where I upload all my rides, all my challenges and stuff like that. Um, and I have tons of. I usually just dump all the photos from a certain ride on my Strava uploads. Um, Obviously, follow me on Instagram. I make more posts and stuff on Instagram. Try and do stories and stuff, especially if I'm doing challenges. And I'm so sorry about how slow and stuff I am with the YouTube videos and posting and stuff. But I might even start doing these little live streams more often. I didn't realize you could just do it from the phone, and I don't know if it comes out well or it comes out bad or whatever. And hopefully people can watch this again. And yeah, for anyone that came and watched this in the live chat, cheers, thank you. And hopefully, if you've got any more questions that you missed and you want to know, then just post them in the comments. And yeah, go check out the rides on my Strava. I'll put a link somewhere. And go check out on my Instagram. I have all the stories that I made from the trip in like a little archive where you can click and you can go watch the whole adventure. Yeah, it was a 8 days, averaging 250 kilometers a day, 150 miles a day. We did 2,000 and something kilometers, 1,250 miles. It was a real ripper of a ride. We really pushed ourselves quite hard, and saw some incredible parts of Scotland, incredible views, which you'll be able to see if you go and watch the Instagram stories. Um, so yeah, I'll check out this ThinkPad stuff and see if I can get some videos edited. If I go back to Norway, I have to do a 10-day quarantine, so I should probably take the opportunity to edit some videos. So unless anyone's got any last minute questions, let me just see if um, yeah, consistent YouTube uploading is incredibly difficult, especially when you're always trying to do challenges and stuff like me. Like where do I fit in editing and stuff unless I just want to make it crap. Um, just uh, practically middle aged. Um, what bike would I suggest? A bike that you don't mind getting beaten up and breaking and getting scratches and um, crashing and maybe even getting stolen. So nothing too flashy, but something you enjoy riding and that fits with the place you're going to be working. So if it's hilly, then probably not fixie. Um, the Looney Montrose, dude. Where the hell was Montrose? Oh, that was that's you, dude. You rode with us. Jinkster rode with us from Dundee to Montrose. Um, cheers to that, mate. It was really cool to ride with you. And yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna leave it at 45 minutes. If you missed anything, scroll back. If you want to ask any questions, just ask them. And yeah. Next adventure is hopefully back in Oslo, but we'll see. So, cheers. Thanks for watching. And now I'm probably going to spend like 10 minutes trying to figure out how to end the live stream. Let's see. If I press X, will that do it? All right, I'm gonna assume it's gonna do it. So see you guys. And yep.